Good afternoon, students. Okay, let us start the paper. In comparison to BullCat 3, it was a difficult paper. Yeah, first of all, this set is easy actually, but calculation was difficult. Yeah, any problem in any of the questions? If you have any problem in any question, please write the question number in chat box. Concept wise, question number 1 to 4, they were easy, but calculation wise, it was very difficult. Should I skip this set? If you want me to explain any question, please write the question number in chat box. Yeah, question number 5 and 6. Any problem in these questions? Yes? Any one of you? Question number 6, Amisha? Question number 5, any problem? Mangesh, I'll come to your doubts. First of all, we'll discuss all the difficult questions. After the session, I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes to discuss all your problems. Question number 5 and 6. Okay. I'm explaining sixth one. It says n is a natural number of at most 6 digits and sum of the digit is at the most 5. How many such numbers are there? So my number should be A, B, C, D, E, F. It should be of at most 6 digits. And the total should be 5. Let me see the question once again. It says sum of the digits is at the most 5. Okay. Once again, my number is A, B, C, D, E, F. Now what is the condition? A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F, that should be at most 5. It means it should be less than equal to 5. Of course, this is a natural number. So all the numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they are included. SOD, sum of digits, that should be less than equal to 5. It means they can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, in previous 3 papers, we have discussed one concept, that is, I'm writing once again, number of, very important concept this is, number of non-negative integral solutions to the problem x1 plus x2 and the answer for this is n plus k minus 1 ck minus 1. Very important formula this is. We will try to apply this formula in this question. Otherwise, if we will make cases, it will be a very difficult question. Once again, number of non-negative integral solution. What do you mean by non-negative integral solutions? It means all the xi's should be more than equal to 0. What is the answer to this? N plus k minus 1 ck minus 1. Now I will apply the same formula to the question. See, this is a condition. There can be numerous ways. I can do this sum by taking cases. I mean, this SOD can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There will be 6 or 5 cases, but there can be a trick. A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F, that should be less than equal to 5. I am introducing a pseudo variable to this, a pseudo element. Let it be G. Suppose this is equal to 5. What is the usage of this? Suppose this is 1, then G will take the value 4. Suppose SOD is 2, then G will take the value 3. All the values will be adjusted. So we can avoid all the cases. In one go, we'll get the answer. So what is the answer to this question? I'm applying the same formula, n plus k minus 1 ck minus 1. It will be 5 plus 7 minus 1 c 7 minus 1. So it will be 11c6. But this is not my answer. What is my final answer? It will be 11c6 minus 1. Why minus 1? Because there will be one case where the complete value, the SOD will be 0 and G will be 5. This case should be rejected. By so because we are talking about natural numbers. Natural numbers are those numbers which are more than 0. I mean, we will start with 1, then we will take 2, 3, 4, so on up to. We'll take all the positive complete numbers without decimals or fractions. So 0 is not acceptable. That's why what is the answer? 11c6 minus 1. Now by solving this, you'll get the answer. Yeah, any problem in this question now? Yes, Amisha. Is it okay with you? Yeah, still any problem? Yeah, question number 5, that was also difficult. Any one of you, any problem in this question? Should I skip this question? Okay, Ranit, question number 5. How many numbers less than 1000? Less than 1000 means it will include all the 1-digit number, all the 2-digit number, all the 3-digit numbers. Have sum of digits as 12. This is the application of same formula. See, what is my question? I'm considering my number to be ABC, where A can take value 0, B can take value 0. If both A and B are 0, it will be a single digit number. If A is 0 but B is non-zero, it will be a 2-digit number. We are considering all those numbers which are less than 1000. So we have to consider all the single digit number, 2-digit number and all the 3-digit number. Now what is my condition? A plus B plus C, that should be equal to 12. I mean, sum of digits should be equal to 12. But there, see, we are talking about a 3-digit, we are talking about digits. It means A, B, C, they should be more than equal to 0 and less than equal to 9. I mean, digits 10, 11, 12, they are not included. They are not acceptable because we use 0 to 9. They are digits. 11 is not a digit. Now, if I write all the possible solution to this equation, it will be 12 plus 3 minus 1, C3 minus 1. It will be 14, C2. 14 into 13 divided by 2. This is 91. But this is not the answer. We have to reject. We have to exclude many cases. How come? See, there is one more case. A plus B plus C is equal to 12. There is a case where A is 12, B is 0 and C is 0. There is a case when A is 11, B is 1, C is 0. There is a case when A is 10, B is 1 and C is 1. There is a case when we take this combination 10, 2, 0. We have to exclude all the permutations of these. From 12, 0, 0, we have 3 permutations. I mean, A can be 12, B and C, they simultaneously are 0. If A and C are 0, B is 12. It means from 12, 0, 0, we will get 3 cases. Now, from second case, we'll get 6 cases. 11, 1, 0, they can be arranged in 6 ways. They are 11, 1, 0, they are 11, 0, 1, they are 0, 11, 1 and so on. We have to exclude all those cases because 11 is not a digit. Again, from 10, 1, 1, there are 3 cases. From 10 to 0, there are 6 cases. So if I add up all these cases, I'll get 18. These 18 cases are not acceptable. Once again, why aren't they acceptable? Because A and B and C, they should be digits. Digits can be at most 9. 10, 11, 12. They are not acceptable because they are not digits. That's why we have to exclude these many cases. So this is the answer in this case. That is the answer. Yeah, any problem in this, Ranit? Is it okay with you? It was a nice nice example of the same formula, n plus k minus 1 ck minus 1. Ranit, I am waiting for your answer. Are you okay with this? Okay, thank you so much, Ranit. Now come to next question. 19th one. It's a lengthy question, but it was easy. If you know the definition of probability, it is a easy question. Yeah, any problem in 19th one? Since I'm not getting any answer, I'm skipping this question. Yeah, question number 24. Lengthy and calculation wise it was difficult. Yes, Amisha and Mangesh. Okay. See, if you know the concept of ratio, no calculation is required. It says 3 friends, Ranjit, Sahil and Tarun. I'm using the initial R, S and T, have different sums of money with them. If Ranjit gives away, I'm taking this statement, half of his sum, see what is the meaning of this statement. If Ranjit gives away half of his sum to the other two, I'm taking R as Ranjit, S and T, they are together. Mangesh, is it okay now? Mangesh, am I loud and clear, all of you? Okay. It says Ranjit gives away half of his sum to the other two. Since Ranjit is giving away half of his sum, we have to calculate half of anything. So I'm considering Ranjit amount to be 2. Let this be 2. You can take any amount. It can be 1, it can be x, it can be anything. But I'm taking 2. Why? So because half of 2 is easy to calculate. It says Ranjit gives away half of his sum to the other two. What is half of 2? This is 1. Ranjit is giving 1 to S and T. Then Sahil and Tarun together would have 8 times as much money as Ranjit. When Ranjit gave away half of his money, he is left with 1 rupee, and S and T, they together have 8 times the money Ranjit has. It means S and T after the moment Ranjit has given 1 rupee to S and T will have 8 rupees together. It means before it was 2 and 7. Ranjit was having 2 rupees. S and T, they together was having 7 rupees. Ranjit gave his half of money. It means 1 rupee to S and T. So Ranjit is left with 1 rupee and S and T, they are left with 8 rupees. All the conditions are satisfied here. Are you getting me or not? So, Amisha, okay. So, can he say Ranjit will have 2 by 9th of the total amount? 2 by 9. Why? Because Ranjit is having 2 rupees and S and T, they together having 7 rupees. It means 3 of them will have 9 rupees together. And out of these 9 rupees, Ranjit will have 2 rupees. So, Ranjit's share is 2 by 9th of the total. Now, I'm taking the second thing. Sahil gives away third of his sum to the other two. Sahil and remaining 2 R and T. Sahil is giving away a third of his sum. So, I'm considering 3 rupees. Sahil is having 3 rupees. Sahil is giving 1/3 of this. 1/3 of this is 1 rupee. 1 rupee is going to Ranjit and Tarun together. Now Ranjit and Tarun together would have 3.5. What is 3.5? That is 7 by 2 times as much money as Sahil. After giving 1 rupee to R and T, Sahil is left with 2 rupees. Now Ranjit and Tarun, they will together have 2 into 3.5 times, that is 7 rupees. It means initially Sahil was having 3 rupees, and after getting 1 rupee, if Ranjit and Tarun have 7 rupees, it means initially they had 6 rupees. It means Sahil is having 3 by 9 of the amount. Is it okay with you? If you are comfortable in ratio, then the question was very easy. Otherwise, either you can do this question by using options, but you have to check for all 4 options, because that is cannot be the sums. You have to check all the 4 options. Okay, Amisha and Mangesh, is it okay? Okay, if Ranjit is having 2 by 9 of the amounts, Sahil is having 3 by 9 of the amount, the remaining, what is the remaining thing? 4 by 9. 4 by 9 is left with Tarun. So amount should be in ratio of 2:3:4. So we will check all the options. If all the options are in the same ratio, 2:3:4, they are the answers. They are the possible amounts, but we are looking for the impossible amount. So we have to check all the 4 options. Is it okay, all of you? Should I move further? Okay, let us move. Yeah, 25th. Good question. Binomial. Yeah, any problem in this? If you have problem in 25th question, please write 25 in the chat box. Okay, Nakul and Shefali. Okay, Sahil. See, the adjacent figure shows a Pascal triangle. Very important term in mathematics. Binomial, permutation and combination. What is the remainder when the sum of all the terms in the 1024th row of the Pascal triangle is divided by 1000? This is the first row. This is the second row, third row, and so on. We need to know 1024th row, 1024th row, and we want to find the sum of all the terms, and then we want to divide the sum by 1000, and we want to know the remainder. That is the question. Okay, see, there can be 2 things. One is by hit and trial. If I take sum of first row, it is 1. Then the second row is 2. Then this is 4. Then this is 8. Of course, now you can make out what is the procedure. If this is third row is 2 square. For fourth row, this is 2 cube. By applying the same criteria, can you say for 1024th row, the sum will be in 2's power and it will be 2 raised to power 1023? Can you say this? By observation only we can see this. Now you can divide 2 raised to power 1023 by 1000 and can get the answer. There can be one more method. Since we are talking about Pascal triangle. Now what is the thing? See, first term represent, this is 1 only. This is 1C0 and 1C1. That is how Pascal triangle is made. See, once again, in the first row we will write 1. Then we will take 1C0, 1C1. Then we will take 2C0, 2C1 and 2C2. That is the criteria to write a Pascal triangle. 3C0, 3C1, 3C2, 3C3. I am considering that you know the value of NCR. See, this is my fourth row. This is my third row. If I write in the same way, the required row, it will be 1023 C0, 1023 C1, so on up to 1023 C1023. And we want to calculate the sum of this row. Now we have a formula. It says NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2 So on up to NCN, this is 2 raised to power n. So 1023C0, this will be nothing but 2 raised to power 1023. Since Pascal triangle is a very important concept in permutation and combination, you should know how to write a Pascal triangle. What is the criteria to write this? Now, one thing I want to tell you. What was my question? We want to find the remainder when the whole thing is divided by 1000. I'm coming back to question. See the option 128, 592, 76, 608. All the last two places, they are different in every case. So either you can solve it directly by using Euler method or by using cyclicity. You must know many methods to find remainder. You can use any method. There is one more thing. Please note down these formulas. Whenever you want to find last two places, I'm writing 2 or 3 formulas. Whenever you want to know last two places of anything, there are some shortcuts. For example, if you have 2 raised to power 10 into odd number, it will always end in 24. If you have 2 raised to power 10 into even number, it will always end in 76. If you have any number which is ending in 1 and before 1, say number is A and my power is ending with 5, of course the unit place will be 1 and the number preceded 1 will be AB. I'll take one example of that. First of all, let me write all the things. If any number which is ending with 5, if you have odd before 5 and if, yes Sahil, I'll take example, it will always end in 75. And if you have any other case, otherwise, I mean if you have even at least one place, it will end in 25. Now I'm taking examples. For example, I'm explaining third. That is the most used shortcut. Suppose my number is 3 raised to power, say 76. We want to find the last two places of 3 raised to power 76. See, I know this shortcut, any number which is ending with 1. So I can write it as, now 3 raised to power 4 can be written as 81. Obviously 1 will be the unit place. Now I'll take this 8. I'll multiply this 8 by 9. 8 into 9 is 72. I'll take 2 of 72, the last place of this. So what will be the last two places? They are 21. Yeah, any problem in this? Sahil, is it okay now? That is the shortcut derived by using binomial only. Now I'm coming to original question. My question was 2 raised to power 1023 divided by 1000. See, whenever you are dividing any number by 1000, it means you want to know the last 3 places of that number. If you are dividing any number by 10, that is equivalent to finding the unit place. Similarly, if you want to find the remainder by 1000, that is equivalent to finding last 3 places. So I'm finding this only. Since 2 raised to power 1023 can be written as 1020 into 2 cube. Now 2 raised to power 1020. This is nothing but this thing. I mean 10 into even number. So it will end in 76 into 8. That will be the answer. So we will match last 2 places only. Then we will mark the answer. Is it okay with you? No need to apply the complete remainder thing. Sahil, I'm not getting you. You write any question of your choice. I'll solve it for you. Sahil, you write anything. Randomly I'm taking any number. Suppose my number is say 56 raised to power say 80. I want to find the last two places of this. Now 56 can be written as 8 into 7 raised to power 80. Since I know only these four shortcuts, obviously 56 is not a multiple of 5. I have to use first two shortcuts. I mean, I have to convert this number in either powers of 2 or powers of 3 or any number which is ending in 1. Now 8 can be written as 2 cubed, so I'm writing it directly. 2 raised to power 240. This is 7 raised to power 80. 2 raised to power 240, that will end in 76 by using the same shortcut. Now 7 raised to power 80. Is it possible to convert 7 raised to power anything which is ending in 1? Yes. 7 raised to power 4, I know that is ending in 01. So I'm writing this is 7 raised to power 4, 20. This is 76. 01 raised to power 20. Any number which is ending in 1. Now you can apply the same shortcut. Third one we were discussing, and you can see 1 raised to power anything is 1 always. That's why what is the answer in this case? It will be 76. Sahil, what was the fourth formula? Nakul, okay, once again. See, what is my target? My target is either convert my number into 2 raised to power anything or any number which is ending with 1, because I know these two shortcuts only. Now I know 7 square is 49. It is ending in 9. So if I take square of that, it will end in 1. That's why directly I took 7 raised to power 4. What is 7 raised to power 4? That is 2401. Since I am interested only in last two places, so I am considering this 01 only. So I am writing 01 and 20 is carried forward. That was the same power. Now 01, now you can use the formula, or you can directly see that 1 raised to power 01 is nothing but 1, and 1 raised to power anything is 1 always. That's why. So you can apply the formula as well. It will end in 1. So I'm writing 1. You will multiply this 0 by this 0. So it will be 01. Is it okay, Nakul? Okay, Sahil, now your question, you said fourth part. Yeah, it was any number which is ending in 5. Suppose I am taking randomly, I'm writing any number 735 raised to power 1924. Suppose randomly I took this number. Since we are interested only in last two places, that's why this 7 will not matter. Now we are left with 35. You have to check this place. Before 5, we will check this 3 is odd, but this power is even. So this falls in this otherwise category. That's why this will end in 25. Is it okay, Sahil? If you have even number at least one place, it will end in 25 always. Sahil, once again, I'm writing 2 or 3 examples. Suppose my question is 35 raised to power 1924, 35 raised to power 1923, 65 raised to power 1924, 65 raised to power 1923. What is the answer for this? It will end in 25. Answer for this, it will end in 75. Answer 25. It will end in, let me take 64 here and here as well. It will end in 25. So what is the thing? What is the shortcut now? If your number is ending in 5 and before 5 you have odd number and the power is also even, odd, then it will end in 75. Otherwise, in other 3 cases, it will always be 25. Is it okay? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, it should be 65. Yes, Amisha. Thank you so much. Yes, Sahil. Is it okay? Sahil, I'm waiting for your answer. Okay. Let us move now. Yeah, 28th question. Good one. Good calculation. But you could solve it for either volume or area because all the options are different. Should I explain this sum? If you want 28th question to be explained, please write 28 in the chat box. Yeah. A semicircle of radius 14 is made into a cone by joining the two endpoints. It means it's a semicircle. We are joining this edge to this edge. So this will be the kink of the cone. I mean this way. This point will move here. And the complete thing, this circumference will come here. That is the formation of cone. You have to visualize this formation. Yeah, any problem first of all in this case? Okay, now let us see. A semicircle of radius 14 is made into a cone by joining the two endpoints, and we want to calculate the area for this or volume for this. First of all, if 14 is the radius, can you say 14 will be the slant height now? This line will move here. 14 will be the slant height. Now, what is the circumference thing for this semicircle? What is the circle circumference? This is 2 pi r. Since it is a semicircle, it will be pi r. So it will be pi into 14. And this semicircle thing will become a circle here. 2 pi r I am taking. So we will get r as 7. So this is 7. If this is 7, this is 14. By using Pythagoras, we can see this will be 7 root 3. Now, this cone will have height as 7 root 3 and radius as 7 and slant height will be 14. Now, another semicircle of perimeter 144. If I take another semicircle, its perimeter is 144. What will be the total perimeter formula? Pi r plus 2r. It is given as 144. If you will solve this, you will get r as, I think, 28. You will get r as 28. So now no need to calculate. We are getting two semicircles. In one case r is 14. In another case r is 28. Since all the semicircles are similar, you must know the meaning of similarity. Since all the semicircles are similar, so their radii are in 1:2 ratio. So their area will be in 1:4 ratio. And their volume will be in, since in volume we take cube units, they will be in 1:8 ratio. An earlier semicircle, that was our smaller semicircle, this was 14, this was 7, this was 7 root 3, and we can calculate the volume for this semicircle or area. I'm considering volume. What is volume formula for a cone? 1/3 into pi r square h. So it will be 1/3 pi r square h. Now I'm not going to calculate the volume for another thing. Obviously, if volume for smaller semicircle is 1, the bigger semicircle, the bigger cone will have volume 8 times. And we need to know the difference between them. What is the difference here? 7. So straightways I am multiplying 7 here. That is the answer for volume. Since all the options are different, that's why we will stop here only. We will not consider area. Is it okay? I will not calculate the volume for another semicircle and then take the difference part. If you know this ratio thing, you can do it directly. Is it okay? Okay, let us move. Yeah, 32nd. Yeah, 32nd and 36th. Any problem in these two questions? Please write question number in the chat box. 32nd or 36th? 32nd, Amisha. Two cars start moving on a track PQ of length 100 kilometers. See, there is a track. PQ. Its length is 100 kilometers. Now what is another thing? Towards the other end. On reaching the other end, they turn around and move towards their start point. What is the thing given? There are two cars. One is starting from P, one is starting from Q, and they are moving towards each other. Obviously, they will meet on this track. And speed of them are given. One speed is 40 km per hour. Another speed is 50 km per hour. I'm using the concept of relative speeds. For the first meeting point, first of all, I'm writing the time. After how much time will they meet for the first time? Can you say when they are moving for the first time, they will complete one track together? Suppose they are meeting here. P is covering this distance, Q is covering this distance. So in total, they are covering 100 kilometers. By what speed? 40 plus 50. I mean, by 100 by 90, that is 10 by 9 hours. After 10 by 9 hours, they will be together. Is it okay? Now, we will take the second meeting point. I'm writing the second meeting point. See, what will be the second meeting point? P will complete the track and return. Q will complete the track and will return. Can you say in between they will meet? So in total, they are covering the total track 3 times. By what speed? 40 plus 50. Why am I adding these two speeds? Because they are moving in opposite direction. That is a concept of relative speed. We will get 30 by 9. 30 by 9 hours. Similarly, you can see for third it will be 50 by 9 because the track is covered 5 times, 50 by 9 hours, and we'll calculate it exactly. See, now you can see in denominator we are always writing 9, and in numerator we are always writing an odd number followed by a 0. I mean 10, 30, 50, then we'll take 70, then we'll take 90, and so on. Now what is the question? It says less than 20 hours. If this is less than 20 hours, it will be 10 by 9, then 30 by 9, then 50 by 9. 20 hours means what? That is, by 9 I am writing 180 by 9. So before 180 by 9, the last odd number is 170, which is followed by a 0, 170 by 9. You can count these many cases, and they are 9 points in total. Yeah, any problem Amisha and Nishchay? Okay, Nishchay, okay. Now come to 36th one. Yeah, any problem in this? 36th question. Please write 36 in chat box if you find any problem in this question. 36. Mangesh. Okay. Yeah, now 36 question, see. It says r is a root of this equation. The equation is x square plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. If r is a root of this equation, it should satisfy the equation. So I'm writing it directly, r square plus 2r plus 6 is equal to 0. And we want to find the value of this expression. R plus 2, r plus 3, r plus 4, r plus 5. Now, if I expand this expression completely, it will be a huge equation in degree 4. Obviously not easy to calculate. So I'm taking it pairwise. You can take any two terms together. So it will be r square plus 5r plus 6. Why am I doing so? To take the usage of this equation. The value we know. Now r square plus 5r plus 6, that can be written as r square plus 2r plus 6 plus 3r. I'm breaking this expression so that I can use the value. Once again, it will be r square plus 2r plus 6 plus 7r plus 14. Now what is the answer for this? This is 0. It will be 0. So we are left with 3r into 7r plus 14. 7 is throughout common. So it will be 21r r plus 2. Sorry, 21 into, yes, 21r r plus 2. So it will be 21r square plus 2r. Again, I'm coming to this equation. We know the value of r square plus 2r, that is minus 6. So this is the answer, 21 into minus 6. So it will be 126 with a negative sign. That was a complete manipulation. Okay. Yeah, any problem now, Mangesh? Okay. Now move to next question. 37th was very easy. 38th was difficult. Yeah, any problem in 37 and 38 question? Please write the question number once again. 38, Amisha, okay. Okay, Nakul. It was a calculative question. It says you have first 15 natural numbers and we are making arithmetic progressions, I mean AP of 4 terms. Common difference can be anything and they should be increasing APs. So first of all, I am taking common difference as 1. My first AP will be 1, 2, 3, 4. What will be my last AP? Let me write one more term. It will be 2, 3, 4, 5. What will be the last term? Ending in 15, then 14, then 13, then 12. It means by common difference. Yes, Rashmeet, now am I audible? Yes, all of you are getting? Are you getting me? Mangesh, Nakul and Amisha? Okay. So, with a common difference of 1, there are 12 APs and we want to find the sum of all these. What is the sum for first AP? That was 10. See, now you can see or you can add up as well. We are adding 1 to every term. So obviously the second sum will be 14. The next sum will be 18 and so on. So it will be 10 plus 14 plus 18 plus up to 12 terms. Again an AP. With a common difference of 2, it will be 1, 3, 5, 7. With the same logic, I am writing the last AP. It will end in 15. I am going backwards. 13, then 11, then 9. So how many APs are there? 9 APs. What is the sum? It will be 16. 16. What will be the next sum? 20. Addition of 4. Addition of 1 to every term. That's why addition of 4. 16, 20, 24 and so on. So what will be the total for this? It will be 16 plus 20 plus 24, so on up to how many terms? Up to 9 terms there. If I find this will be, I'm using the SN formula for AP. This will be n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So it will be 40 plus 20, 44 plus 20, 64. It will be 12 into 32. That is the sum of all the APs. 12 into 32. Now, with the same thing, I can say this is 9 into 32. If I apply the same logic, the next will be 6 into 32. The next will be 3 into 32. Now we want to add up these 4 terms. 32 is common. So we are left with 12 plus 9 plus 6 plus 3. That is the answer for this question. Little bit calculation, but obviously you are preparing for CAT. You should do these calculations. Yeah, any problem now? Amisha, Nakul and Mangesh, are you okay with this explanation? I don't have any shortcut for this question now. Okay. 37th, any problem? I'm skipping this question. Yeah, 39, it was a difficult one. Yeah, any problem in this question? 39th and 40, please write question number once again. Okay, it says 4-digit positive integers are formed by using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exactly once. If all the numbers formed are multiplied, how many consecutive zeros will the product end in? Nakul, I'll come to 40th question. See, numbers, digits available are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are discussing about a 4-digit number, and we want to multiply all these possible 4 digits number, and number of zeros in the end we want to count. Number of zeros, 1 0 is equivalent to multiplication of 10. So we will find the number of tens in this multiplication. 10 means 5 into 2. That's why we will count number of 5s and number of 2s. Number of 2s, obviously, if we want to count the number of 2s, 2 will come from any even number. So, if my number is ending in 4 or 2, it will be an even number. If I talk about 4, suppose my number is ending in 4. 4 is fixed here. For first place, how many choices? I am left with 4 choices. For second place, 3 choices. For third place, there are 2 choices. So, I have 24 numbers which are ending in 4. Shifali, are you getting me now? Okay, see, I was saying, suppose I am taking a smaller example. Suppose the digits available are 3, 2, 5. And we are talking about 2-digit number. I am explaining the meaning of question first of all. So, how many numbers can be made by using these 3 digits, and we want to make a 2-digit number? These many numbers are possible. 32, we can take 35, we can take 25, we can take 23, we can take 52, and we can take 53. All these numbers are multiplied then, and we want to calculate the number of zeros. Number of zeros means number of tens. Each 10 will contribute 1 0. So we want to calculate the number of tens in this multiplication. Are you getting me, Shifali? Number of tens. And 1 10 can be made by using 1 5 and 1 2. So we were counting number of 2s and number of 5s. Since it was an easy question, we directly could count number of 5s. From 35 we will get 1 5. From 25 we will get 2 5s. From another numbers we will not get any 5. From 32 we will get 32 itself is 2 raised to power 5. That's it. See, these 5s can be clubbed with these 2s, and each clubbing will give you 110. That's why what is the answer for this question? It will be 3. There can be 3 zeros at the end if I multiply all those numbers. Shefali, you got the meaning of the question now? How 3? See, we have 3 5s. We have 3 5s. From 35 can be written as 5 into 7. But 25 itself is 5 into 5. That's why. We are getting 2 5s from 25. Okay, now come to the question. Digits available were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to find a 4-digit number, and all these 4-digit numbers are multiplied, and we want to count the number of zeros. You got the meaning of the question now. So first of all, we want the number of 2s. How many 2s are there? My number can end in either 4 or 2. Obviously, any number which is ending in 4 or 2, this will be an even number and will contribute at least 1 2. So suppose my number is ending in 4. For first place, how many choice? 4. For second place, there are 3 choices. For third place, there are 2 choices. So in total, there are 24 numbers which are ending in 4. So at least there are 24 2s. Similarly, if I put a 2 here, I'm talking about all those numbers which are ending in 2. They will contribute more 24 numbers. So at least there are 48 2s available. 48 2s available. At least word I'm using because I'm not going to calculate the number of more 2s. Now coming back to question. All the options are less than 48. That's why it is clear that the question is based on number of 5s. Yes, Nishchay, of course, number of 5s will be limited. I'm coming to that. Now, we will calculate number of 5s. We want to take 1 5. So, my number should end in 5. And we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4. For first place, again, 4 choices, 3 choices, 2 choices. So there are 24 numbers which are ending in 5. So there will be exactly 24 5s from these numbers. But there is a problem. What is that problem? There can be a number which is a multiple of 25. I mean, it is divisible by 5 square or 5 cube or 5 raised to power 5. It is possible. So I'm considering those numbers. My number is ending in 5. Now any number, I'm using the divisibility rule of 25. Any number whose last 2 places are divisible by, the number forming by last 2 places is divisible by 25, then the number also is divisible by 25. So if I want this number to be divisible by 25, the last place should be 25 always. So for first 2 places, I have these many choices. Now my numbers can be 3125, 1325, 4125, 1425. They can be 3425. They can be 4325, and so on. Is it okay, all of you? You got that? You got that point? Divisibility rule of 25. Why am I considering that? Because they can be numbers which are divisible by 5 square. Which are divisible by 5 square means which are divisible by 25. And I'm using the divisibility rule of 25. Any number which is ending in 25, 50, 75 or 00, they will be divisible by 25. So, what is 3125? This is 5 raised to power 5. Similarly, you will count all the number of 5s. You will getting 16. You will be getting 16 5s in these cases. I'm not going into calculation. You have the PDF copy. There will be 16 number of 5s in these 6 numbers. Already we have counted 1 1 in these 24. we have counted 1 1 from these 6 numbers because these numbers were included in the previous calculation. That's why we are left with 10 more 5s, 10 new 5s that I'm adding into 24. So what should be the answer? 34. Answer is not 24 plus 16. See, that was a bluff in this question. Answer is not 24 plus 16. Rather, it should be 24 plus 10. Because 6 number of 5s we have already calculated. Is it okay, all of you? It was a lengthy explanation. Yeah, come to 40th question. Okay, Nakul, you asked 40th question. Okay, come to that. It says 17x plus 8y. Let me see the question. It was 17x plus 8y is equal to 3051. What is the question? First of all, we want to take x and y. They are distant apart. I mean, the maximum distance we will take and the minimum distance we will take. I mean, x minus y, the difference, it should be maximum. X minus y, then it should be minimum, and we want to add up those two numbers. That is the question. Before explaining this question, let me explain one concept. Let me write any other equation, easy one. Let it be 3x plus 7y is equal to, I'm taking easy number, let it be 21. We want to calculate all the solutions for this, all the integral solutions for this. By hit and trial, if you write one solution, for example, I'm writing 3 here. 7 3s are 21, so x will be 0. By hit and trial, I'm writing one solution. Now, by help of this solution, I can write all possible solutions. What is the criteria? I'll take y's coefficient. Coefficient means the number with the sign. I'll take then x coefficient and write in other side. Add up in one case, subtract in another case. I mean to say, if you are adding 7 to this, you will subtract 3 from another side. Again, I'm writing 14. It will be minus 3. It will be 21. It will be minus 6 and so on. These many solutions are possible. If you subtract minus 7, you will add up 3. For example, if you write minus 7 here, you will write 6 here. I'm adding 3 to 3. Yeah, any problem in this approach? First of all, you got that? Okay, now come to the original question. My question was 17x plus 8y is equal to 3051. Now by hit and trial you can find one solution, or by using the algebra, obviously finding solution is possible. When I was doing question, I saw this 51 and immediately I took 17 into 3 because 17 into 3 is 51. So I'm writing one solution. Suppose I'm writing 3 here. So it will be 51. 51 is subtracted. So I'm left with 3000. 3000 by 8 is 375. That is the first solution I saw. Now I'm writing all the possible solution. I'll add 8 to this and will subtract 17 to this. If you add 8 to 3, you will get 11. And in this case, you will get 358. These many solutions are possible. Now, what is the question? Question says, x and y, we will take the difference and we want to maximize this difference. Now it will be obviously 375 minus 3, you can see. That is the maximum distance possible. 375 minus 3, that is 372. Now we want to calculate x minus y, its modulus minimum. It was a tough job actually. Are you getting me, guys? It's a lengthy question. Okay. See, there can be many approaches to find this minimum thing. I'm explaining all those approaches. First of all, we want x and y, they are as close as possible. We want that. So I'm considering x and y, they both are equal. Suppose if they both are equal, my equation will become 25x is equal to 3051. So x will be equal to 3051 divided by 25, that is close to 122 point something. So we need to know the value of x which falls in this sequence, and that is very close to 122 point something. Now I'm taking this term, this sequence. My sequence was 3, 11. We were adding 8 to this. Then we will get 19, then we will get 27, and so on up to. We want to find the term which is very close to 122 point something. So can you say all, see what is the difference here? 8. So can you say all terms which are in this sequence are of the form 8k plus 3? We are adding multiples of 8. We are adding 8, then 16, then 24, and so on. All the terms are of 8k plus 3 format in the sequence, since 8 is the difference and 3 is the remainder. So 122 point something, the closest term in the format of 8k plus 3 is 123. 123 we are getting. So I'm writing 123 here. So for x, this is 123. We know the value of x now. We will calculate the value of y accordingly. Then we will take the difference. It comes out to be, I think, 120. So what is the difference here? 3. What was the question? We will add up both these. So what is the answer in this case? It is 375. Is it okay, all of you? There can be one more approach. See, my equation was 17x plus 8y. This is equal to 3051. We were writing solutions. They were 3, 375. They were then I took 11 and it was 358 and so on up to. In this sequence, all the terms are of this format. I'm writing the nth term of the AP. In this sequence, the format is 375. A plus n minus 1 into D formula I'm using. I want these to be equal. By using this, you can find the value of n. Obviously, n should be integer, positive integer rather. You could find the value of n, then you can calculate. Is it okay with you? Since we want the difference to be minimized, that's why we are taking them equal. Is it okay? Okay, now moving to next question. 41st, it was a difficult question. Properties you need to know. Any problem in this now? 41st. See, whenever you come for the analysis session, it's better for you and me as well. You go through the paper. In 41st question, and that question is based on properties only. You could read the explanation part. It will save your time as well as my time. Should I explain this question now? I don't have anything to add value to this question. Okay, I'm moving. Please read the explanation. Now 47th. That was a caselet. First of all, 47th question, then 49th and 50th. That was a complete caselet. Yeah, any problem in these questions? First of all, let me explain this 48th one. 48th. Then I will explain the whole caselet. 48th. Any problem in this? Please write 48 in the chat box if you want me to explain this question. Easy one. Okay. Since nobody has written 48, okay, I'll come to this caselet nishchay. Okay, it says, it was a lengthy question actually. A train 600 meter long starts from Pune to Jammu, and this, okay, I'm taking it directly. Pune, this is Jammu. First of all, I will find their speed that is required and the length of the tunnel as well, but speed is required in that case. It says two trains, they are starting from Pune and Jammu respectively. There is one train whose length is 600 meter. There is one more train whose length is 350 meters. Both are moving in the opposite direction. On the way, the train from Pune crosses a tunnel in 35 seconds. We don't know the length of the tunnel. And there is a last line, after crossing each other, that is important one. After crossing each other inside the tunnel, the trains reach Jammu and Pune 4 hours and 9 hours later respectively. The trains reach Jammu. I mean the train starting from Pune, that is reaching Jammu after crossing the meeting point in 4 hours, and another train that is taking 9 hours. That was the important part to calculate the speed. Now how to calculate the speed? We can derive the shortcut as well. Okay, let the train starting from Pune has a speed P and the train starting from Jammu has the speed J. If after the meeting point Pune, the train with the speed P km/h is taking 4 hours, it means the total distance is 4P. I'm using the formula distance is equal to speed into time. Time is given 4 hours, P I have considered. So this distance will be 4P. With the same logic, I can say the remaining distance will be 9J. Now they started together and they are meeting on the meeting point. To cover this distance, this train will take 9J upon P time. To cover the remaining distance, another train will take 4P upon J time. And the time will be equal because they have started together and they are meeting at a point. By using this, can you say P upon J? That will be nothing but 3 upon 2. That was the thing we need to know. Is it okay with you? Okay. See, so I'm considering P speed as 3x and J as 2x. Once again, that is a shortcut only. There are many questions on TSD which are based on these shortcuts. Once again, I'm writing the whole thing. Suppose there are two cars or trains, anything. One is moving with the speed of P. Another one is moving with the speed of J. They are starting together. That is the main thing. They are starting together. They are crossing each other. It is taking time, say I'm taking the same thing, 9 hours. It is taking 4 hours. If it is taking 9 hours and 4 hours, the ratio of their speed will be reverse of that, square root of that. I told you the derivation, 3:2. I think it was 4 and 9. It will be 3:2. Now I'm coming back to question. Okay, now now the speeds I have taken 3x and 2x. Now come to this tunnel thing. It says, on the way, the train from Pune crosses a tunnel in 35 seconds. I don't know the tunnel length, let it be L. The train length is 600 and the tunnel length is L. It is moving with a speed of 3x and it is taking 35 seconds. So I can write 600 plus L by 3x is equal to 35. Now for another thing, it says the train from Jammu crosses the same tunnel in 40 seconds. So it will be 350 plus L divided by 2x is equal to 40. By dividing both these expressions, we will get the value of L because x will got cancelled. What is the value of L? This is 450. That is the answer for first question. And by solving these two expressions only, we'll get the value of x as well, which is 10. So what are these speeds? They are 30 and 20. Now come to another question. Are you okay with the 47th? Okay, now come to 50th question. That was the easiest one in this caselet. If you read the statement thoroughly, of course you can mark answer as 5. See, the trains have started together. They are meeting in between. Then one train is taking 4 hours to reach its destination and another train is taking 9 hours to reach destination, and they are moving in the opposite direction. Suppose the direction is same. Whatever be the case, whether the case is same direction or opposite direction, what is the difference here? This is 5. Obviously, one train will take 5 hours more because one train is reaching 4 hours after meeting points and another train is reaching after 9 hours. That's why answer is 5 hours in this case. That was very easy. Now come to this 49. I'm going back to the question. What was the thing? It was, I guess, it was 9 hours and it was 4 hours. Its speed was 30 meter per second. Its speed was 20 meter per second. Since all the options are in kilometers, that's why I'm changing the data. How to convert meter per second in kilometer per hour? By multiplying it by 18 by 5. So it will be 108 kilometer per hour. It will be 72 kilometer per hour. Now what is the 49th question? When the two trains meet inside the tunnel, one train has travelled x kilometer more than the other. What is x? They are meeting here. First train has covered, what is this distance? This is 9 into 72. This is 4 into 108. So what is the answer? Difference of these two expressions. Is it okay? We will not calculate it again. Of course, they are meeting at this cross point. And what is the question? When the two trains are meeting, one train has travelled x kilometer more than the other. So the difference is asked. Yes, all of you? Now is it okay? Okay. Let us move to AR. AR was easy, but this set was difficult. Yeah, there were 3 questions in this set, 57, 58 and 59. If you find any problem in any of the question, please write question number. Excuse me. Dinesh, I am coming to your doubts. Let me complete this PPT. Since nobody has asked I'm skipping this set. Now coming to Dinesh doubt. Yes, Dinesh, you have asked 17th question. Now, what is 17th question? The greatest integer less than or equal to. You know the meaning of gent function or greatest integer. This is root 2 plus 1 raised to power 6. First of all, let me explain the meaning of gent. 2.6, its gent, greatest integer less than or equal to 2.6 is 2. Since 2.6 can be written as 2 plus 0.6, 2 will be the integral part and 0.6, that will be the decimal part. So any number can be written as integral plus its decimal part. Of course, the decimal part will lie in this range 0 to 1. It can be 0 as well. Now it's a huge expression. I'm not going to solve this. Rather, I'm taking root 2 minus 1 raised to power 6. You know the binomial expansion. A plus B whole raised to power n. This will be nc0 a raised to power n, nc1 a raised to power n minus 1 into b, and so on after. So I'm taking root 2 plus 1 raised to power 6. What is the benefit of adding these two terms? We will not get any term which includes root 2, root of 2, because root of 2 or its power is difficult to calculate. If we solve this, we will get 6c0 root 2 raised to power 6, 6c2 root 2 raised to power 4, 6c4 root 2 raised to power 2, 6c6 root 2 raised to power 0. This will be 6c0 is, you know the meaning of NCR. This will be 1 only. Root 2 raised to power 6 is 8. Now by calculating, you will get the value. I think the value you are getting as 198. You are getting this value, I think 198. Now, of course, root 2 we know 1.414 approximately, and we are subtracting 1 from this. So it will be 0.414, which is less than 1. If I take any number which is less than 1 and will take its successive powers, the value will decrease. For example, if I take 0.5, that will be an easier example. 0.5 square is nothing but 0.25. Value will decrease in that case. So if I take any number which is less than 1 but more than 0, if I take its successive powers, the value will decrease. So it will be a number which is less than 1. This is a number which is integer plus some decimal. By adding these three numbers, I am getting 198. That is a complete integer. This is possible. See, you are adding two decimals, and you are adding two decimals to an integer, and you are getting 198. It cannot be possible. It is possible in one case, if these two decimals, which are less than 1 and less than 1, they add up to 1. If they add up to 1, then only the sum can be 198. It means the integral part should be 197 in that case. That is the answer for this question. Dinesh, is it okay with you? Good algebraic question. Thank you so much. I enjoyed this session.